So this is XJ from 2011. It had a problem with the dead angle warning. Jaguar wanted to change first just the mirror, and then they wanted to change the whole thing, which would cost about 2,000 euros, which was way too expensive, and that would not solve the problem anyway, because they didn't do a proper diagnostic. So the customer has decided to bring back the car, and we have found what the problem was. So diagnostic went like this. The first thing is you check if you have power on this LED lights, warning symbols, whatever. In this case there was no power, which means the lines were interrupted somewhere, or eventually it could have been the module itself. So this was made like this because one of the problem was these wires were all cracked, so the connection was was not possible to make it original. Therefore I have soldered it directly onto the contacts, and I will isolate this, and it will do its job. Now the first thing you need to do is to check the connectivity. That I have done. So there was connectivity from these wires up to here, no problem, and then from here sometimes the wires can be cracked inside between the door and the car's body, but that wasn't issue here neither. So next step was to check. Of course, you always check connectivity between furthest point and the mirror itself. So what I have done is I've opened one thing at a time, the doors, and then this panel. I found which wires goes where. That's why this looks a little chaotic, but that's not an issue. In here it stands a parking gate module if you need it sometimes for any reason. So the wirings goes from the doors into these two. They are supposed to be there inside, and then they go all the way back to the car. All these wirings are okay, no issues there, nothing corroded, broken, or whatever. The problem was actually here. I have already fixed this part, so you won't see it. I was a little late with the video. The cable was hanging down, and it was itching either on the muffler or on the body. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, it was interrupted here. I think some of the wires are also a little itched somewhere. I think I saw it. It doesn't matter really. I think this is a regular thing on this car, so it's worth to give it a shot and check it somewhere. Either way, you are checking the connectivity. So the cable goes from inside the car in here. It goes into this two connectors down. There is a green one and there is a gray one. This case it's the green one. There are two wires that are sending signal to the mirror. They are yellow with the green stripe and the white with the green stripe. I'll try to focus it. So anyway, there was connectivity all the way here, and then from here up all the back to the dead angle module, which is this one. I didn't have a signal. So the problem was somewhere between the trunk and in here. So I've opened up piece by piece. You can take it like 30, 40 centimeters, it doesn't matter, and find where the cable is interrupted. So that's why it looks all peeled off there and there and here. So that's about it. There is lots of removing stuff, especially if you don't have schematics or any help really, but just follow the wires and connectivity. In this case it worked.